This lesson will focus on functions and their intercepts. We've already talked about finding x and y intercepts. This is really not a new concept, it's just a way to look at it when we're using function notation. If we are given a function defined by y equals f of x, then the x-intercepts are the real solutions of the equation f of x equals 0. Remember that f of x is nothing more than y, so to find the x-intercepts, we are finding the x values that correspond to a y value of 0. The y-intercept is given by f of 0. The input in this case is 0, that is x equals 0, so these correspond to the ordered pair 0, some number. Same concept, just different way of thinking about it. In example 1, we want to find the x and y intercepts. To find the x-intercepts, we let y equal 0, or in this case, f of x equals 0. That gives us x squared minus 4 equals 0. We can solve by the square root property to get x squared equals 4. X is plus or minus the square root of 4, or plus or minus 2. So the x-intercepts are 2 and negative 2. That corresponds to the ordered pairs 2, 0 and negative 2, 0. The y-intercept is found by letting x equal 0, that is, finding f of 0. In this case, we get 0 squared minus 4, or 0 minus 4, which is negative 4. So the y-intercept is 0, negative 4. In example 2, we have g of x equals 3 minus the absolute value of x. To find the x-intercepts, we let y equal 0, or g of x equals 0. This gives us 3 minus the absolute value of x is equal to 0. To solve for x, we're going to add the absolute value of x to each side to get 3 equals the absolute value of x. This is true only if x is equal to 3 or x is equal to negative 3. So our x-intercepts are the points 3, 0 and negative 3, 0. The y-intercept is found by letting x equal 0, or in this case finding g of 0. We get 3 minus the absolute value of 0, which is 3 minus 0, or 3. So the y-intercept is 0, 3. In our last example, we want to find the x and y intercepts of h of x, which is 2 minus the square root of x. The x-intercept we find by letting y equal 0, or h of x equal 0. This gives us 2 minus the square root of x equals 0. We can add the square root of x to each side to get 2 equals the square root of x. So to solve for x, we square each side to get 4 equals x. Technically, with a square root equation, we need to check to make sure our answers are valid. They are valid in the original equation, so our x-intercept is 4, 0. The y-intercept is found by letting x equal 0, or finding h of 0. We get 2 minus the square root of 0, which is 2 minus 0, or 2. So we get the y-intercept to be the point 0, 2.